contractors, while they fixed the dining room floor, I discovered another leak under the sink. Not good. So, let me show you what I got going on here. Looking under the sink, as you can see, there's a hole there. All right. And this hole is a result of, well, for one, I was banging on it here, just getting rid of all the wet and molded out and rotted out wood. And apparently there's I guess a loose supply line here, what I thought. These are drying now because I turned off the water supply, but when I turn it on, they get wet. So I think there's something wrong with the kitchen faucet. So I'm going to be going to Home Depot to get a new kitchen faucet. And while I'm doing this project here, I decided to remove all the old caulking. And in fact, remove all the old caulking, and then we're also going to go ahead and cut this flooring out, this bottom out here as well. So that's the first thing we got it going on. Yeah. And we'll go from there. Figured I'd go live and let you guys watch me do the thing, yeah? So I do have, let's see here, you can watch me from inside here maybe. It's gonna get loud. I'm gonna put the microphone on off to the side. But nice little handy work light. But I'm gonna cut all this wood out here, all this particle board. As you can see, it's all jacked up. You know. Hey Tim, what's going on? Home repair day. I was not supposed to be doing the home repairs. I got guys over here working on the dining room floor, and so I figured I'd do this. Hey Ray, what's going on? So I've got this tool here, this multi-tool, right, oscillating tool, which I'm going to use to effectively just cut out a lip on the inside here, using a piece of wood as a guide. So it's going to get loud. I'm going to put the microphone off on the side here as well. All right, so enjoy the show. I'll be right back. I'm going to do some cutting here. You guys can watch me do the thing. But yeah. Put the microphone over there so it's not too loud. That's my guide, and effectively I'm just going to sit here like this. Yeah. I do have gloves here because I have to protect my hands so I can WASD later. You know what I mean? Here. It's just this. So as you can see, the base cord comes out of here, right? It's here. This goes pretty deep. It still goes out here. I don't want to expose this bottom. So I'm just going to go here. Alright, let's do it. Just open it up and see. Yep, it's switched out. It's cool because I've got to plug it into the sink here as well. And electricity. So you can plug in. Look at inside. No power. Here. Yeah, I do have power there. That plug isn't working. Found something else that's wrong. What's up with that? I need to change that out also. Maybe. The jewels make a holder that you get to fix stuff. It's as if I got it short. Oh, you know why? That's connected to a switch. Remodeling space at your work at home. Home! I'm at home. I'm at home. So that's actually a switch control. Please, that's what's going on there. Super weird. That wasn't just going on like that. Alright, let's just cut pieces off a little bit at a time. Using this piece of wood at It's unplugged, Tim, so yeah, agree 100%. Be safe. These are, yeah. I need to get some new blades. These are pretty. This is I thought I had more of these, but I guess I don't. Bag. Oh, you know, I've got a box in the garage. Let's go to the garage. Let's get a new blade. Get a new blade. I'm at home, Justin. The joys of being a homeowner is what happens, Justin. You know? You know? So the floor, that was scheduled. That was a scheduled repair and a scheduled, I guess, remodel. That was from, so remember my kitchen, my refrigerator? Wife wanted a new refrigerator. We saved a bunch of money on it at Home Depot. However, that turned into no savings at all because this, if you will, caused the leak. I'll explain that one another time. But they came here to do the thing. I went to go under the sink to get out something, and I found a major leak under there. So, yep. All right. Go into my garage. But yeah, I got a leak. So I'm dealing with that right now. I was like, oh crap. So the plan was to just stay home, work from home, sit in front of the computer, do stuff. And I found that the kitchen sink was just, the cabinet underneath was leaked out. And I don't know how or why that occurred, but it occurred. Aha! The oscillating tool kit. New blades. Yeah, I mean, I'm irritated, but I'm also not that irritated, you know. But the joys of being a homeowner, right, bro? You know, always fixing something. Which, I don't mind. I'd rather be spending my time doing something else, like playing Fortnite. But this is what it is. Okay, it's time to pack it in and move to Florida. Condo time. Yeah, no kidding, right? The interest rates these days? Maybe not, bro. Maybe not. I've got a really good interest rate on this home here. So, I am not inclined to make any moves at this time, you know, so. All right, let's see here. I got this one. What would be ideal since I don't have that half moon tool? What's this dealio? It's a blade. I guess I'll just use this. It's got a pro curve on this one. This one's titanium though. We're going with this one. Ugh. Stick this on here like this. And then multi-tool. I want to get a cordless one of these, right? Reason why I'd never buy my own home. Oh yeah? Well, I hear that. Some people just don't want to do any work on their home. And I get that 100%. I actually enjoy doing it, you know, so, and I enjoy being a homeowner, even though I have lots of things going on with it. All right, let's do it. We're gonna move the microphone off to the side so it's not so loud. Hopefully it's not so loud. Before I cut any further, I do want to... This tool is taking a lot longer than I thought. So I'm gonna go get my rotary tool instead. They're getting rid of property tax in Florida now. Nice. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. All right, let's go ahead and get a different cutoff tool. It's always something, right? Yeah, like I said, I mean, I could be all you know, and be all super mad about it all, but it is what it is. And I'm lucky, I'm blessed that I have the skill, patience, and knowledge to do this kind of stuff as well. You know, even if I don't know what I'm doing, I'm figuring stuff out, and that is a big piece of what it's all about. Also, I thought I had a wood cutoff tool. That's a metal cutoff, which would work on wood. I don't need that though. What's this? Don't need that. No, don't need those. What is that thing? No. I'm like, man, this is taking a lot longer than I thought. You know, this will work better. Got myself a little jigsaw. Yes, I think that this is the only DeWalt tool that I have. Looking around. You know what? I actually have, this one is for, that's a worn down stone cutting tool right there. I actually have hammer drill. I know I've got a wireless jigsaw or a cordless jigsaw. Let me find it real quick. Found it. All right, we're doing an unboxing here. Let's do an unboxing. So hopefully the cell phone signal stays good. This is an M18 fuel jigsaw. M18 fuel jigsaw. Why haven't I opened this yet? I haven't had a need for it. I think I've always just busted out the quarter tool. You know. Let's check it out. Here we go. Look at that. I feel like that should stay in place. Got ourselves a little, what looks like a guard. Okay. Change the angle, looks like. There, and then this is to lock speeds, and there's my blade lock guard. Let's just see what these clear plastic pieces are for before I start not using it. You know what I mean? So, all right, that's a few of those awesome lineup of tools. Yes, I'm a big fan of the Milwaukee Fuels. You know, they last a while. I mean, I've had this thing for a long time. You know, it's a fuel. Majority of my tools are Milwaukee, particularly the cordless stuff, you know. I like, you know, I got this DeWalt jigsaw here, which is cool. All right, let's see here. Functional description. It says it's just a blower shuttle. Oh, that's 17 is the blower shuttle. G3 transparent blade cover. I don't need that. For what I'm doing right now also, I feel like all I need to do is I just want to cut something, you know what I mean? Just want to cut something. So that's what we're going to do. 3:10 p.m. Just ask because the block clock behind you says that. Oh yeah, no batteries. Your batteries died. All right. Let's see if that does the trick. All these batteries are so old too, but they still work. The M18 series. Look at that. All right. I'm gonna go through my wife's garage here. I'm gonna get to some cutting. So yes, I have my garage. My wife has hers. Her studio, and the gym. Hey, Sev. Hey. All right. Let's get it back in here. I'm gonna move this over to the side, and we'll get to cutting once again. Switch this around. View maybe this way, like this. And I'm just doing a little bit at a time so I can see what's going on. Blade broke. Did it hit something underneath there? That's interesting. Alright, let's go back in the garage. Some more blades. Used to bring the box in here. That's what I should have done in the first place, right? Alright. Legendary Princess is here. Good to see you. Thank you very much for stopping in and saying hello. Alright. Yes, it is a great and wonderful day. I get to play with my power tools. I get to fix stuff around the house. You know? So that to me is a good day. You know? Alright. Field trip time. Let's go to Home Depot. I know. Well, my wife sent me the new kitchen sink faucet that she wants me to get. So that I need to get caulking. I actually need to get some hold down, some sink hold down, and epoxy for it as well. So we may not have this kitchen sink for a day or two, but I'm gonna cut this stuff out before we go. All right, let's see. Yeah, so on the other side of the wall there, we've got guys working on the dining room floor. Thank you, Justin. You can, but I've got plenty of blades, I think. It's so odd that that broke like that, though. You know? You think so? Do a live at Home Depot? All right. Oh, Ola, good to see you. Thanks for stopping in as well. Let me get you a jacket. Just caught you there. Said hi. Thank you very much. All right, we're gonna put this off to the side so it's not so loud. We're gonna get to cutting again. All right, get to cutting again. Where did I leave off at? Over here. Let's see. About here. Just want to make sure I'm not cutting anything on the inside there that we don't want to cut, you know? So I'm just giving myself a little bit of wiggle room, if you will. You can kind of see the discoloration. This color here compared to that there, it's darker. So that tells me that that's where as far as the water is penetrated. Let's see. All right, Anthony. Oh, right on, man. Good to hear. Good to hear. Did you do it yourself, or did you have some people come in to do it for y'all? Did it smell old? What smell? Right, Anthony? For real. 100% agree, and you are correct. Demo and plumber. What's up, Corey? All right, let's see. Yeah, Corey, I'll show you the picture of what this thing looked like initially. I don't think I could actually share that right now. I wonder if I can I? Let's see, highlight, nope. This, nope. Nope. Yeah. Can't decide who's having a worse time. What you're dealing with or the fact we have load shedding at the moment. I heard demolition. Well, they're what those guys are doing. They are Andrew. They are installing new floor, and today was just supposed to be me here at home watching these guys install a new floor, which turned into me working on my underneath my kitchen sink. Got a major leak on here. I need to get a new kitchen faucet. This faucet is leaking like crazy, apparently. You know, so I'm gonna take this thing out. I'll show you what I got going on the inside there, and yeah, I wanted to cut that thing out as well because I wanted to see how much grossness was underneath. There's a lot of grossness under there. So, yeah, lots of hats, right, guys? I wear lots of hats. In fact, I'm actually going to put these boards in the back because I need a vacuum out underneath there. Can you hear me? I forgot to put the microphone on. Got the microphone on. All right, cool. Cooler sinks are good. I'm just replacing the sink faucet. I'm not going to go and do a new sink. We'll probably end up remodeling this kitchen at some point in the future. When? Good question. But today, I just want to get the kitchen sink back in order so that we can cook and wash dishes and use the sink proper, you know. So, yes. That's the goal for today. Just to have an operational kitchen sink. I'm not going to go into all the get into the as much as I want to remodel the whole kitchen today, not happening today. There's a lot of planning that we need to put into that particular project, you know. Should have just done this in the first place. Do it right the first time, right, guys? Measure twice, cut once. All right, I'm going to turn the vacuum on here. It's going to get loud. What if I could just turn this off? Let me know if I could turn this off. cut it all out. It's all wet. This is still pretty wet here too. And I think I'm gonna cut this up to here at least. Up to here. Three and a half inches, 3.5 inches. Assume half an inch, so maybe 4 inches in. So about there. Mark. So about, let's say for starters, here, 4 inches in, 4 inches in. If I'm off, then I'm off. I'll readjust my marks. Alright, we gotta do some more cutting, folks. Let's catch up on the chat. Let's see. Holy cow. Is the pool open? No, the pool's not open. Let me show you the pool. What's going on with it? Because it's raining outside right now. Like I said, when it rains, it pours. Yep, door was chiming. The workers that are working on the dining room floor are going in and out of the house. I'm like He-Man minus the sword, but holding up a working light. Justin, I know that Amazon doesn't have a link for the full remodel. Although we're thinking about doing an IKEA remodel. What's from Generac? Let's see here. HK Andrew, in a personal capacity, sadly not. The red tape to even get solar panels installed in mission. This mission, I don't think we have enough natural gas here to utilize for that power source. Oh wow. Man, you guys are getting deep with it. That's awesome. Router, use my little inverter to keep the internet. Nice. Candlelight, no jokes. In South Africa, this has been on and off like this since 2007. Oh, wow. I got a lot to catch up on. Did you feel the earthquake? No, I did not feel the earthquake. Hey, Brittany, good to see you. You need our hydropower. We are making too much right now because of spring and melt. Oh, wow. Hi, Mod, says Brittany. Are you doing the kitchen remodel yourself? No. You know, I might actually take on a kitchen remodel in the future. I mean, this is what the kitchen looks like right now. You know, that's a new stove, new microwave, matching, what do you call it, the refrigerator, which has caused all this mess in the first place. But worth it. It's a gooder refrigerator than the last one. The ice maker actually works in it. But all right, so now that that's out, that'll start to dry. I need to cut out some more so that I can actually. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to cut out some more. So let's see. That's the line, Justin. That's you nerd. That's the nerd. Oh man. All right, let's do some more cutting, shall we? I'm gonna put the microphone off to the side. Would you guys rather have the microphone on, away from me when I'm doing the cutting, or off, so it's not so loud? If you do granite, hire someone to stand. Agree with you 100%, Andrew. Agree with you 100%. All right, I'm just gonna put it off to the side. Let me know later on if you're like, yeah, don't do that anymore. Just turn it off. All right, let's cut some more, shall we? Lock it on. this side here. All right, let's see here. Oh, weight was fine. All right, thanks, Justin. Thanks for letting me know. Let's go ahead and get some of this stuff out again. Cut this out over here so it's straight as well. Straighter. Yeah, it's all wet over here. Mold. All right, vacuum's going on. Let's talk about the next project. All right, you're gonna think I'm mad. Let's see here. Not knowing I'm watching someone else hoovering at 2110. Oh my. Right. Okay. Cool. So here's the kitchen sink. Right. This is what needs to get done for one. Oop. Excuse me. Yeah, my wife started defrosting chicken, and then I started doing the project. And I need to get this done before dinner so she can cook it. I could do this later on. You know, I could do all that later on. But the main issue right now is this sink. I think this sink is leaking. All right, this is I'm just getting a lot of water where it's coming from. So we're getting a new sink, faucet sink. Go to Home Depot. I'm gonna remove this first before we actually go out there. So let's go ahead and make that happen, shall we? All right. I'm gonna organize our space for a little bit. Nothing wrong with hoovering at 9 o'clock at night and cleaning, right? If you must, you must. If you must, you must. Not needing this anymore. Yeah, the first house that I bought was in 2000. I was a young junior officer, and the very first home I bought, $115,000 many years ago, and it was a good investment, you know. Learned how to do a lot of house projects and stuff like this. And that started home. It was a brand new construction also, so that was pretty cool. And it was a small house. It was maybe 1,000 square foot, we'll say. And just enough for my wife and I at the time we were engaged. You know, and that was our first home together. All right. And of course, over time, you know, various moves. I think we've done a total of, between the two of us, 31 moves. Most of them were in the military, but we did do a lot of, you know, moves in the civilian world, if you will, as well. All right. So check this out. The sink, as you can see here, has a gap. Right? See how this is tight? Right? This is pretty tight right there. And you bring it all the way around, there's a gap. And that has, you know, if you don't caulk that, I pulled all the caulking out of it already. It's smooth, which is the goal. And I got to take all the caulking off of here too and redo all the backsplash as well. But I removed all the caulking from here. It's smooth. Well, underneath, this is being held into place by some clamps, which have fallen off. The epoxy has gotten old. It fell off, so I got to get more epoxy. I probably could reuse these. I just need the epoxy for these hold downs, and then go from there. Good to see you, Rudy. Thanks for stopping in. All right, so what's the next step? Water supply is off. I'm gonna take off these what do you call it? This faucet now. So how are we gonna do that? Check it out. Underneath here, I installed this faucet. I installed this sink aerator many years ago, and actually 10 years ago. So let's see. I wonder if this will work if we go like this. So yep, there's my. I installed that. The sink aerator. If we look up, what would be the best way to show this? Probably like this. Maybe flip it around so I can see what you're looking at also. Let's go underneath. Yeah, that'll do. Okay. So we are looking up. This is going to be my view effectively. You see that ring that's in the middle there? We're going to be going to that ring. Check it out. I'm gonna get a tool here. Where are you? Where are you, Ryobi? Electric drill. this one. That way I don't have to actually be in there twisty, right? Yeah, it's nice not laying on a wet piece of wood right now. Ooh, that's solid. That's one. Wear eye protection. Goggles. I'm wearing glasses. Pull this one out too. There's another screw there. Seat it. And more Phillips. Alright, that's there. And then it's gonna get wet. So because I'm gonna disconnect the water supply lines as well. It'll leak out, you know. It'll leak out a little bit. I'll show you what I'm gonna do. The water supply lines. I'm gonna disconnect those. Here's my wrench. It is over there, and then I want a bucket to capture the water. All right. Shouldn't be too much water. Why is the water still? Okay, it wasn't completely off. There, now it's completely off. Alright, so now, you know what, I'm gonna get a towel. Man, it was raining hard earlier. Yeah, we got some water leaking. Where? Yes. You're finished? All right, let's take a look at the floor, chat.
My boss is coming for a quarter round.
Your boss is coming with a quarter round?
Yeah.
All right. Looks good. You make those holes?
Yeah.
You make those holes?
Yeah,
Looks good. Looks good. Well done. Bravo. All right. Check it out, chat. What do you think? It's good. Muchas gracias.
Yeah.
All right.
See you tomorrow.
Bueno.
Yeah.
Yes, mañana, yeah? All right, hasta luego. The floor's done. For the most part. Want to look? Honey, Seth? All right. Floor looks good. It's bright in here too. I like it.
Wow. Did they leave?
Yeah, those guys left. Boss is coming back with the quarter round. And then do painting tomorrow, so I need to get those magical erasers for the ozone that's on the wall.
Wow, I like it.
It's good here.
Yeah, very cool.
Want to say hi to chat?
No. Yeah.
I'm not. You're not. You're funny. You're beautiful. My wife will be starting a YouTube channel at some point for her knitting. I will help her. I think. All right. Wow, it smells like something burnt in here. All right, let's go ahead and unplug these water supply lines. What do you think, chat? Moving along, you know. Yep, the water's coming from the top of that faucet. Because, yeah. Because it is. I wish I had like a clampy clamp here like this. It's alright. At first I thought it was the supply line that was leaking, but it's actually the whole faucet at the top. You know? Huh. I still got water flow here. Even though I've got that tightened down. Holy cow. Even though that's tight, it's still leaking water. That's not good. Look at that, it's still leaking. It's a lot less now, but all right. I'm gonna have to call Tom to have those replaced, I think. Because I don't think those should be leaking. What do you think, chat? Oh, that's tight still. See, that's completely off. That's off. No leakage. This one is dry for the most part. This one still has some drips. I'm afraid to turn it anymore because it will leak more. It'll cause more of a leak. But I want it to stop. All right, let's see. I'm just gonna hold this in place so I can turn this without it turning anymore. There we go. Now it's top. Now it's off. There. Nope, still flowing a little bit. Not as much. These slides are pretty old. I would think. I'm gonna have to call my plumber. Tony, the Winter Fox. Good to see ya. Thanks for stopping in. Alright, well now that that's doing that, let's go ahead and look back underneath. Because I want to pull this out. This ring has to come off of there too. What am I talking about? Here, I'll show you. Get the light. So I can take the whole sink faucet off. And I'm hoping once I put the new faucet on, it will resolve itself. It's just coming out of that faucet and not anywhere else. All right, let me pull it out. Alright, so, yep, that's what we gotta deal with now. Let's remove the caulking here. There's 3 holes because it used to have a 3 sink. 3 sink deal. Do this caulk here, it's all messed up as well. Go all the way around the horn with it. Interesting. Coming. All right, chat. Let's see here. It's interesting, to say the least. All right, let's look at that leak that's down there real quick also. Is it still going? But it's still leaking. That's the issue. So, yeah, what am I looking at, chat? This. The water is still leaking inside. The supply line is still going. You can't see it. It's there. Still leaking. I'm gonna give it another turn. Hopefully I don't bust it. Alright, that's the key. Hopefully we bust it. Kind of want to change the supply lines out also, you know. I got it to stop, so that's good. But that is super tight. Yep. See if that little bubble floats up there. No, I got it tight. I got it off. That's good. Going well, HK. Also Jason, but I know you're actually talking to actual Jason. It's all good. It's all good. Look at that. All right, so I had to really tighten that sucker down. So that's a win. That's a win. I'm pleased about that. All right, so the process. What's going on now? We need to go to Home Depot. Let's make a list. Let's go upstairs. Make a list of things that I got to do. Go sit down upstairs and relax. Plug the phone in as well. Justin wants me to go live at Home Depot looking at all the tools and what I'm buying, but I think that's just going to be a pain in the butt, so we're not going to do that. Although the jury's still out on that, Justin. It's possible. It's still possible. But I need to plug in for a moment. How are we going to plug in and use the microphone at the same time? You ask? Oh, shoot, I left it downstairs. Let's go back downstairs and get it. Get the charging because I don't have one up here. Oh, wait. I got one. I got it here. So check it out. This tool here allows me to both plug into the phone. So I'm going to disconnect the DJI wireless microphone receiver here. We're going to plug this back into the USB 5 gig port here, there, like so, and then we're going to plug this into the phone like this, and then we're going to plug this in, and then into the power delivery side of it like so. So we should be charging. Yep, we're charging. Good. I'm gonna wash my hands real quick. Give me 1 second, guys. All right, we're gonna make a list of the things I need to get at Home Depot. So let me get a piece of paper here. I'm gonna get a Sharpie marker here. Why Sharpie? Because I gotta see. Gotta be able to see what I write. Because I'm old. All right, so today's date is 5/13/25. Home Depot run. Home Depot. First thing we need is the faucet. The next thing we need is, I need to tell my wife that we need a different faucet. I'll be right back. One more second. Hey, babe. Could you look and see if there are countertop plugs? We actually have 3 holes in that countertop. So we have to use that plate thing. They're like just covers for it. Right. I'll look as well.
Either individual or there's no anything like that.
Countertop plugs? Okay.
You'll have to, I don't know what you're talking about.
Can you look at the sink then, maybe?
What?
Can you look at the sink, just see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
All right, those holes look to be 1 inch in. All right, so we need a faucet. We need the hole plugs. Let's see if they have them at Home Depot. Let's go into Home Depot and look before we do anything, shall we? So HomeDepot.com and countertop plugs, hole plugs. 1 3/4 inch sink hole cover in matte black. That's exactly what I'm looking for. These things. Cool. All right, what color does she want? Faucet. It is the, she emailed it to me, faucet in kitchen aisle. Spot resist stainless. What is up with this marker? You know what's up with this marker? This marker is trash. Goes in the trash can. We're also going to go to Whole Foods. Return Stethoscope. Return stethoscope. All right, so we got stop resist stainless. What else do we need? We also need some, what is that called again? Countertop hole plugs. Countertop hole plugs. And we need spot resist stainless once again as well. So let's see here. Everbuilt. Stainless steel, chrome. We don't want chrome, we want stainless steel. All right, let's see here. Countertop hole plugs. We will need clear caulking. Clear caulk. We'll need a smoothing tool. Does this come with the supply lines or do I need to buy new ones? Let's see. What model number is this? Moen. Moen faucet. Kitchen. Doherty is the model name. Doherty. Doherty. Cool, this is the one. And all right. Product details. I just need to know what it comes with so I could buy the stuff that comes with it, you know what I mean? Specifications. Let's see. Three hole. Looks like it comes with the hose. Supply line hoses. Duralock Quick Connect. Okay. How would I use it in a 3-hole application if there's only one piece? Just as a plate to cover it? The other holes? No spacing, single hole. I guess. Alright, need a smoothing tool for the caulk. What else do I need? I got the caulking gun already. Let's see. Oh, it's not charging? 55%. It's not charging very good. It's not charging like I thought it would. Alright. This and then plug it in direct. So we're no longer on that. Okay, what else do I need? I need epoxy for the sink. Sink epoxy. Granite epoxy. Tank cartridge. Okay, so basically like Loctite. Or do I want to use JB Weld? Let's see what this does. Unique adhesive formulated for kitchen and bath applications. Forms strong bond for mounting mirrors, countertops, backsplashes. Bonds in wet conditions. Sets in 15 minutes. Cures in 48 hours. Okay. What are sink? No. Sink clips. I think that's all I need. Sink epoxy. What do you think? Yeah, it's like, what do I need? Right? That's a good question. Close. Okay, well, I've got my marching orders. Yes, I should just quit messing around and go to Home Depot and get the stuff I need. If I don't have everything, then I come back and finish. Because part of what I need is I need to basically I just need to get going, I guess. Any other thoughts, ideas? The chat seems to have slowed down some. I can't tell if it has or hasn't. I can tell. It looks like it's slowed down anyway. All right. Oh, I missed that, Justin. Sneezing from the black mold. Yeah, no kidding. All right. Well, I think I've got everything that I need. I'm trying to think of anything else I need while I'm at Home Depot. Because, you know, right? Let's see what kind of Milwaukee tools they have on sale. Milwaukee. Don't need that, don't need that, don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Here, you want to see what I'm looking at? Looking at some Milwaukee tools here. Don't need that, don't need that, don't need that. No, reach your Milwaukee tools, combo kits, batteries, chargers. I'm surprised I don't have a Milwaukee oscillating tool. All right, chat. What do you think? We got 4 people watching. Who's still here? Who's still watching? Tiger's still here. Good to see you, Tiger. Thanks for staying here. Yeah, I'm looking for some tools. I'm gonna go to Home Depot here in a moment. Milwaukee oscillating tool. Oh, funny. It's like it read my mind or something. Did it hear me say, I'm surprised I don't have an oscillating tool? I mean, you got the Milwaukee here, 18, M18 fuel. So this one's 90. The fuel is 2088. 26% off though with a battery. The battery itself is worth it. You know. Or I could get the M18 with the tool only, but I may as well get the combo kit. Comes with a battery, like I said. Or I get a combo kit with the tools, but that's only at $34. It says 55%. What is that? Oscillating multi-tool fuels. I don't need all those tools right now, though. Maybe I have one. I just don't know where it is. Is this for a project? I'm working out. Yeah, I've got a project going on right now. I'm just looking at tools because I'm kind of in the mood for tools. You know, it sounds funny, doesn't it? It's like, yeah, I'm in the mood for tools. Yeah, I need to replace the kitchen faucet. I need to do some other, tooling in the kitchen sink. So the project is the full kitchen sink. I'll show it to you here in just a second. I think I'm done though making my list of what I need to do, what I need to get at the Home Depot. So we're gonna do that. All right. Let's see. All right. Yeah, I'll take you downstairs. I'll explain the project. I just want to do a once through also and see what's going on with it, you know. All right. So, on that note, I was like, where's my truck at? I put it on the side. All right, we're going into the kitchen where the craziness is. Air compressor. There's my flippers. So what started out as a day specifically to have this done. So we got a new floor put in. As you can see here, right? It's nice and bright in here now, which I like, which I prefer. Look at the tools here. That's fine. But it started out as that, as just messing with, as, you know, I stayed home from work so that I could make sure these guys do a good job, whatever, you know. And they did a pretty good job. I'm pretty happy with it, right? Well, I go underneath the sink to get something, like a sponge, and I found that it was full of water down there. And I'm going, no freaking way, you know. And so discovered that I also need a new kitchen faucet because that's leaking. So I took the kitchen faucet out and I replaced the kitchen faucet. And put a new kitchen faucet. While I'm at it, I'm redoing all the caulking around it as well. Why? Why not, right? And I gotta redo all this caulking here as well. But can you see how there's a little bit of a gap there, right? That gap is a result of these clips breaking off. So I gotta basically epoxy these clips back on and go from there. So I'm gonna take one of these with me. I think that's all I need. I'm considering replacing that supply line at some point as well, but I don't know that I actually will because I don't want to do it. Let someone else do it. But yep, that's what we got going on. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and end this so that I could go to Home Depot and make it happen. Appreciate you hanging out and listening to me, Tiger. Yeah, the leak was coming from this. The hose is what's wet. You know, who would have thought? Who would have thought? But yeah, we're going to go ahead and shut this down. I will see you guys later on. Thank you very much for staying and hanging out and listening to my adventure. Maybe I'll come back and we'll go live again with when we do the actual faucet install. What do you think about that? Is that cool? So I will see you guys later on. Have a great day. And yeah, we'll talk to you later on. Thank you. See ya.